Baby, let me start with something I've never had the courage to say out loud. For so long, I've carried these feelings inside me like a fire burning beneath my ribs. But every time I wanted to speak, my tongue betrayed me. I stayed silent, hoping somehow my actions would speak for me, but they never did. And now the truth is heavy in my chest. I can't keep it locked up anymore. What I'm about to tell you, it's not something I've told just anyone. In fact, the irony is, I've spoken about you to people who never deserved to hear your name cross my lips. But I never spoke it directly to you, the one person who needed to know. Baby, I've been hiding my truth, and it's time you finally heard it. You, she said, codify. Vapor. You see, I've talked about you. I've whispered secrets about you to people I should have never trusted. Some of them twisted my words, some laughed. Some even doubted whether I was being serious, but the fact is, I couldn't stop bringing you up. I couldn't hide how much you've taken over my thoughts. Even when I tried to play it cool, even when I tried to act like I was unbothered, your name slipped out of me like it was etched in my very bone. Baby, don't tell him this, but there were moments I confided in someone else about the way I see you, your presence, your body, the way your essence moves through a room. I told them you didn't just walk, you flowed, you glowed. You carried yourself like a miracle that shouldn't even exist in this world. But I never told you, and that's where I was wrong. Baby, when I said your body, I didn't mean it in the shallow way people might assume. I didn't mean it like the world does, with lust in their eyes and nothing in their hearts. What I meant was something holy, something untouchable. Because when I look at you, your body isn't just flesh and bone. It's a vessel of everything divine about you. The way you move, the way you smile, the way you simply are. It's like watching light wrapped in human form. And I've tried to explain this to others, but they never get it. They think I'm exaggerating. They think I'm blinded by infatuation. But baby, I swear on everything, this is not infatuation. This is revelation. There was a time I thought I could replace you. I thought if I told someone else about you, if I poured my feelings into the wrong ears, maybe it would dilute the power you had over me. But all it did was expose me. It showed me that no matter what I said or who I said it to, no one could carry your name the way I carry it in my heart. Baby, when I compared them to you, it was like holding up a candle to the sun. They just couldn't match your glow. I thought maybe speaking about you behind closed doors would make me feel better, would make me forget. But it only made me hunger more for the real thing. For you. And I need to admit something. They noticed. The people I spoke to about you, they noticed how my eyes shifted, how my voice trembled, how my whole energy changed when your name was mentioned. They could tell you weren't just another woman in my story. You were the woman. They mocked me at times. Said I was foolish for being so consumed by someone who wasn't even in my arms. But you know what? Their laughter only confirmed how rare you are. Because they didn't understand. They couldn't understand. They haven't seen what I've seen. They haven't felt what I've felt. Baby, they haven't looked into your eyes and seen an entire universe staring back. Sometimes I regret it. confiding in people who didn't deserve to hear my truth. I regret letting your name slip out in rooms where it should have been guarded like treasure. But at the same time, I think maybe it was all part of the plan. Because every time I spoke of you, even to the wrong people, my heart was confessing what my lips were too scared to tell you directly. That you are everything to me. That no matter who I spoke to, no matter how much I tried to deflect, the truth always found its way out. You are the one. Baby, let me be raw with you. When I think about your body, I don't just think about the curve of your waist or the beauty of your face. No, what I see is the way your soul radiates through every movement. It's the way your laugh lights up a space more than any candle ever could. It's the way your presence calms storms inside of me that I never even knew how to quiet. It's the way you carry both strength and softness, like steel wrapped in silk. Baby, you look like a miracle. You look like proof that heaven touched earth and decided to stay. And I can't believe I've gone this long without telling you. There were moments I thought you'd never want to hear it. Moments I thought if I confessed how deeply I see you, you'd think I was crazy or overwhelming. But here I am, laying it all bare, because keeping it in is killing me. And maybe this is the exact moment heaven chose for you to hear it. Maybe the reason you're here right now, listening to these words, is because they were meant to reach you today. Baby, I've tried to distract myself. I've tried to bury this with other people, with conversations that never mattered, with meaningless connections. But the truth is, I can't escape you. You live in my silence. You live in my laughter. You live in every part of me, and no one else can touch that place. And the more I denied it, the more it consumed me. Baby, I need you to know that when I said I've always tried to tell you about your body, what I really meant is that your whole being is sacred to me. You are art. You are music. You are poetry written in skin and spirit, and I'm sorry I ever let anyone else's ears hear that truth before yours. If you're still listening, if your heart is catching even a piece of what I'm saying, I need you to type in the comments, "I've received this message," because claiming it out loud is powerful. It seals it in your spirit. It declares to the universe that this was for you, that you're ready to hear it, ready to hold it. Baby, I believe heaven timed this perfectly. This isn't just a message. It's a confession. It's a release, and it's finally yours. Baby, I need you to understand something that has been haunting me in ways I can barely put into words. It's not just that I spoke about you when I should have stayed silent. It's not just that I let your name escape into the wrong mouths. It's that every time I did, I felt like I was betraying something sacred, like I was letting the world handle a treasure it could never appreciate. And that treasure was you. I can still remember the way people looked at me when I mentioned you. Some rolled their eyes. Some smiled politely as if they couldn't care less. Some even mocked me, saying, "Man, she's just another woman." And each time I heard it, it felt like knives to my chest, because how could I explain that you're not just another anything? Baby, you are the one. You're the page of my story I can't turn from, the chapter I can't skip, the ending I can't rewrite. When I think about all the times I spoke about you, I realize I wasn't really speaking to them. I was crying out for you. I wanted someone, anyone, to understand what you do to me, but no one could. I thought maybe telling them would ease the weight in my chest, but it only made the weight heavier. Because how can anyone else carry what was only meant for you? They never deserve to hear me talk about your body, your smile, your presence, your essence. Aha! That truth belonged to you. And now I see it so clearly. Every secret I told them was a confession I owed you, and that is what I regret most. Baby, don't tell him this. Don't tell the one who thinks he has me. Don't tell the ones who believe they know my heart. Because the truth is, no one has me. No one holds me the way you do. And every time I tried to run from that, every time I tried to cover it up, heaven pulled me right back to you. There's a reason I can't shake you. There's a reason your face keeps showing up in my dreams. There's a reason my heart races when I think about your name. It's because no third party, no distraction, no substitute could ever come close to the light that lives inside you. I tried, baby. I really did. I thought maybe if I gave my time, my attention, my energy to someone else, maybe I could kill this ache for you. But the truth is, all I did was starve myself of the only thing I really wanted. You. Do you know how exhausting it is to pretend? To smile in someone else's face while my mind is on yours? To hold someone else's hand while my spirit is reaching for yours? Baby, it's torture, and yet I did it. Because I was afraid. Afraid of how real you make me feel. Afraid of how naked my soul feels in your presence. Afraid that if I admitted it, I'd lose control of everything I built on lies. But here's what I've learned. The lies never saved me. They only broke me further. The secrets I tried to hide have been exposed. The truth I tried to bury keeps clawing its way out. And no matter what mask I wear, no matter how much I pretend, the world can see it. The way I look at you, the way my energy shifts when you're near, the way nothing else compares. Baby, you've been revealed, even when I thought I was hiding you. Even when I tried to play it safe, heaven made sure everyone could see that my soul belongs to you. Baby, let me tell you what I see when I look at you. And this is the part I could never say in those rooms. The part I could never confess to the wrong ears. When I look at you, I don't just see a beautiful person. I see a force. I see a living, breathing miracle. I see the way your body carries your spirit with such grace, like every step you take is a dance choreographed by heaven. I see the way your laughter shifts atmospheres, how your smile makes time slow down. I see how you walk into spaces and unknowingly demand respect, not by shouting, not by trying, but simply by existing. Baby, when I say you look like an angel, I don't mean it lightly. I mean it with every fiber of my being. Because that's what you are to me. A reminder that God still sends heaven to earth in human form. And that's why I hate myself for ever letting your name be tainted in the mouths of people who couldn't see it. They called you ordinary because they are blind to the extraordinary. They laughed at me because they've never tasted love this pure. They mocked what they didn't understand. But I see it, baby, I see you. And I'd rather be mocked 1,000 times than silence myself one more day. Because the truth is, you are not ordinary. You are chosen. You are rare. And no matter how much I try to hide it, my love for you shines through. There's something else I need to confess. I didn't just talk about you to others. I compared them to you. And I know that's not fair to them, but it's the truth. Every time I was with someone else, I caught myself thinking, she doesn't laugh like her. She doesn't move like her. She doesn't carry herself with that same strength and softness combined. And the more I compared, the more obvious it became. Baby, you're not someone who can be replaced. You're not someone who can be copied. You are one of one, and I'm done pretending that anyone else could ever measure up. Do you know how many times I almost called you? How many times I had your number dialed but froze before pressing send? Do you know how many nights I sat awake, staring at the ceiling, whispering your name into the dark, hoping somehow you'd feel it in your soul? Baby, I lost count. I lost track of how many times I've rehearsed this conversation in my head, how many times I've begged heaven for a chance to get it right with you. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is heaven answering me right now, letting these words spill out because you need to hear them. Baby, if your heart is hearing me, I want you to declare it. I want you to type in the comments, I believe in divine timing. Because that's what this is. It's not coincidence. It's not random. It's not just another video on your screen. This is timing. This is alignment. This is heaven placing my confession right where it belongs. Into your ears, into your heart, into your spirit. I've kept too many secrets. I've tried to gut myself by spilling them into the wrong spaces. But now I'm giving it all to you. I'm telling you what I should have said all along. Baby, you are the one. You are the light. You are the reason my soul has not given up. And no matter how many third parties tried to come between us, none of them stood a chance. Because what we have isn't built on convenience or chance. It's built on destiny. So if you're still here, still listening, still feeling these words strike your spirit like lightning, then know this: I am ready to step out of the shadows. I am ready to stop whispering your name in rooms that don't deserve you. I am ready to speak it directly to you, loud, clear, undeniable. Baby, my secret is no longer a secret. You are my truth. You are my forever. Baby, every time I close my eyes, I'm forced to face the truth I've been running from. No matter how far I go, no matter whose arms I try to rest in, no matter how many distractions I invite into my life, your face always returns to me. You haunt me, not in a way that scares me, but in a way that heals me, in a way that breaks me down until I'm nothing but my truest self. And the truth is, my truest self only exists with you. Every other version of me is a mask, a performance, a shadow of who I really am. Baby, you don't just see my body, you see my soul. And that terrifies me, because it means I can't hide from you, even when I desperately wanted to. There were nights I thought I was strong enough to live without you. Nights I convinced myself that the third party was enough, that maybe if I pretended long enough, forced myself hard enough, numbed myself deeply enough, I could erase the memory of you. But baby, it was a lie. Every kiss felt empty, every touch felt borrowed, every smile felt fake, and the whole time I was silently comparing, silently aching, silently wishing it was you. Baby, don't tell him this. Don't tell the people who think I'm happy where I am. But the truth is, I've never stopped longing for you. Even in the arms of another, my heart has been whispering your name. Even while I laughed at someone else's jokes, my spirit was begging for your laughter. Even while I tried to build with another, my soul was screaming that it was all wrong, that I was living in a house built on sand, while my true foundation was waiting for me and you. The third party thought they could hold me, thought they could replace you, thought they could compete with a love that was never theirs to begin with. But baby, they never understood what we are. They never understood that our bond isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. It's not just attraction, it's alignment. It's not just chemistry, it's destiny. No matter how much they tried to make me forget you, they only made me remember you more. Every argument we had reminded me of how peaceful it feels with you. Every silence we shared reminded me of how alive your voice makes me feel. Every time they doubted me, I remembered how you always believed in me. Baby, the truth is, they pushed me closer to you without even realizing it. I see it so clearly now. You were never the problem. You were the answer I was too blind to accept. And instead of honoring that, I ran into the arms of people who could never understand me. I opened my mouth in the wrong rooms, confessing bits and pieces of my love for you to people who could only twist it, gossip about it, or minimize it. I thought maybe if I spread the truth thin enough, it would lose its power, but instead it only grew stronger. Because the truth is this: my body may have been present with them, but my soul has always belonged to you. Do you know how exhausting it is to live a double life? To smile while broken, to act while aching? Baby, that's what I've been doing. Pretending I was content with the surface when my spirit was starving for the depths that only you provide. And I realize now, I can't do it anymore. I can't keep betraying my own heart just to keep up appearances. I can't keep giving pieces of myself to someone else when I know the whole of me was always meant for you. Baby, when I told others about you, I thought I was protecting myself. I thought maybe if I didn't tell you directly, I wouldn't risk rejection. I wouldn't risk being vulnerable. But what I really did was rob you of the words you deserved to hear. And for that, I am sorry. I am sorry I ever let your name roll off my tongue in rooms that couldn't comprehend your worth. I am sorry I let others believe they could compete when the truth is they never stood a chance. I am sorry I made you question your value, even for a moment, by entertaining what was never real. Baby, the third party was noise. You are music. They were confusion. You are clarity. They were temporary. You are eternal. And now I need to ask you something I should have asked long ago. Can you still see me? Can you still feel me? Even after all the silence, after all the distance, after all the mistakes, can you still recognize that my soul is yours? 'Cause baby, I can't hide it anymore. I can't keep pretending I don't feel you in every breath. I can't keep denying that you are the fire that never goes out. I can't keep lying to myself, and I won't keep lying to you. There's a reason heaven keeps pulling me back to you. A reason the universe refuses to let me rest until I face this. And I think it's because our story isn't over. Baby, no matter how much I tried to write new chapters with someone else, the ink always ran dry. The words always fell flat. The plot never made sense. Because the real story, the only story worth telling, is the one I meant to write with you. So I'm here, exposing myself in ways I never thought I would, because you deserve nothing less than the truth. Baby, You are not just beautiful, you are breathtaking. You are not just kind, you are extraordinary. You are not just a person in my life, you are the reason my life has meaning. And if I could go back, if I could rewrite every mistake, I'd choose you every time. But since I can't, all I can do now is stand here, raw and unfiltered, and tell you what I should have said all along. I love you. I've always loved you. And I will always love you. You made it this far. If your heart is still listening to mine, I want you to type in the comments, I know my worth. Because that's what this is about, baby. You knowing once and for all that no third party, no distraction, no betrayal could ever take away your worth. You are irreplaceable. You are unforgettable. You are undeniable. And I am done trying to fight it. Baby, I'm ready to come clean. I'm ready to walk away from every lie, every false connection, every empty substitute. I'm ready to be real with you, even if it scares me. Because the truth is, losing you scares me more than anything else. And if I have to risk everything to finally hold on to you, then so be it. Because you are worth it. You've always been worth it. And I'm ready to prove it. Baby, the truth that's been hiding eats at me more every single day. I thought I could bury it. I thought I could silence it. I thought I could lock it away behind the smiles and lies I'd been showing to everyone else. But no matter how hard I tried, it kept surfacing. And every time it rose to the top, it screamed one name. Yours. Baby, don't tell him this. Don't tell anyone who thinks they have a claim on me. Because the reality is, no one has me. No one owns my heart. No one carries my soul. No one can hold me the way you do without even trying. The world may believe I'm somewhere else, but the truth is, my spirit never left you. I need to admit something to you that I've only ever whispered in the quiet of my guilt. When I was with them, when I was trying to force myself into the mold of something fake, I found myself talking about you, not directly, not in ways that would make sense to them, but in pieces. I'd say things like, she doesn't laugh like her. She doesn't move like her. She doesn't light up the room like her. And they would look at me, confused, sometimes even angry, because they knew. They knew that even while I sat there, my heart was somewhere else. Baby, it was with you. It has always been with you. And that's why the third party was never really my choice. It was my distraction. It was me running from the truth that scared me most, that my whole being belongs to you. I thought I could use them to numb the ache, to silence the pull, to drown out the sound of your name that beats in my chest every second of every day. But baby, instead of silencing it, the noise only grew louder. Every moment I spent with them only highlighted how much I missed you. Every smile I faked with them only reminded me of the real joy I felt with you. Every touch I allowed only made me crave yours even more. Baby, they became a mirror that showed me just how irreplaceable you are. I don't know if you can feel it too, but I swear the universe has been exposing me. It's like heaven refuses to let me get comfortable in the wrong arms. Every time I tried to settle into the lies, something happened. A fight, a cold silence, an emptiness that made me restless. And in that restlessness, your face would appear again, Your voice would echo again, your energy would surround me again. Baby, I can't escape you because I was never meant to. You are my home, and no matter how far I wander, I will always be drawn back to you. There's a reason your presence lingers even when you're not around. There's a reason I can still feel you across distances, across silence, across time. It's because you live in me. Your essence is stitched into my soul. And that's why all my attempts to replace you have failed miserably. Because how can you replace what is irreplaceable? How can you forget what is unforgettable? How can you ignore what is undeniable? Baby, I realize now, I never truly left you. My body might have been elsewhere, but my heart never wandered. It was always with you. I know you might not trust my words right now. I know you might be replaying all the times I chose wrong, all the times I stayed silent, all the times I hurt you with my indecision. And I don't blame you for that. If I were in your place, I'd doubt me too. But baby, listen to me. Every wrong turn I took, every mistake I made, every secret I buried, it was all proof that I was lost without you. I am not standing here trying to justify myself. I am standing here confessing myself. And the confession is this: you are the only truth I've ever known. Baby, when I look back at everything, I realize I was never afraid of you. I was afraid of myself. Afraid of how much power you have over me, afraid of how naked I feel in your presence, afraid of how completely you see me. With everyone else, I can hide behind masks, behind half-truths, behind roles I play to survive. But with you, there is no mask, there is no hiding, there is no role. With you, I am raw, I am bare. I am undone, and that scared me, because it meant I had to face myself through your eyes. But baby, what once terrified me now feels like the only thing that can save me, because in your eyes, I don't just see myself. I see the man I was always meant to be. I see the healed version of me. I see the whole version of me. I see the version of me that can finally stop running, stop hiding, stop pretending. You make me want to be better, not just for you, but for me. You make me want to rise to the level of the love you deserve. And that's why I can't keep quiet anymore. That's why I can't keep choosing distractions anymore. That's why I can't keep letting the third party write a story that was never theirs to tell. Baby, I'm choosing you. I'm choosing the truth. I'm choosing the pain of honesty over the comfort of lies. I'm choosing the fire of your love over the ashes of imitation. I'm choosing the risk of vulnerability over the safety of masks. Because what good is safety if it costs me you? What good is comfort if it leaves me empty? What good is pretending if it robs me of the only real thing I've ever known? And I know this won't be easy. I know there's damage that needs healing, trust that needs rebuilding, wounds that need tending. But baby, I am ready to do the work. I am ready to fight for you, for us, for the destiny I know was written long before we ever met. Because nothing, no third party, no mistake, no silence can erase what heaven has sealed. And heaven sealed us. So if your heart still hears me, if your soul still recognizes mine, I want you to declare it. Type in the comments, I choose truth. Because that's what this moment is. It's truth breaking through lies. It's love breaking through fear. It's destiny breaking through distraction. And baby, it's me finally breaking through to you, baby. I don't think you will ever fully know how many nights I've sat awake, staring into the darkness, begging heaven to let me rest, only to feel your spirit tugging on me again. I've tried to silence it. I've tried to drown it out. I've even prayed for the feelings to go away because the weight of them scared me so much. But every time I tried, the answer came back the same. You are mine to carry. You are not a passing thought. You are not a fleeting desire. You are the burden and blessing stitched into my soul. And no matter what I do, I can't escape you. I thought I could hide behind the noise of another voice. I thought maybe the third party would distract me enough to weaken your pull. But instead, baby, all it did was expose me. They saw it. They knew it. Every time I slipped your name into conversation, every time my eyes lit up differently when I spoke of you, every time my silence felt heavy when I was reminded of you, they knew. They knew I wasn't really there with them. My body sat in their presence, but my soul was kneeling at your feet. And I need you to hear this without any filter, without any hesitation. I was never proud of it. I was never proud of letting you down, of betraying my own heart by trying to belong where I never fit. Baby, I carried shame like a second skin, smiling on the outside but bleeding inside, pretending on the outside but praying for forgiveness when the lights went out. Because no matter how far I strayed, I knew exactly who held my truth. You. Do you know what haunted me most? It wasn't their anger. It wasn't their jealousy. It wasn't the drama that came from trying to play both sides of a story I never should have written. No, baby. It was the memory of your eyes. The way your gaze cuts through me without effort. The way you can see the rawest version of me without me saying a single word. It was knowing that I betrayed the only person who ever saw me in full, who ever accepted me without needing me to pretend. That haunted me. That broke me. There were moments I thought maybe I could erase the damage. Maybe I could hide it forever, but heaven wouldn't allow it. Heaven exposed me. Heaven let the cracks show. Heaven made sure I couldn't escape the truth. And the truth is simple. No third party can ever compare to you. They could wear the same clothes, say the same words, even try to copy your energy, but they would never be you. They would never carry the divine fire you carry inside you. They would never embody the grace, the power, the balance of strength and softness that makes you who you are. Baby, you are not just another chapter. You are the entire book. And I realize now, the reason I couldn't keep quiet, the reason I kept mentioning you even when I shouldn't have, was because my soul was testifying without my permission. It was speaking your name when my lips were too scared to. It was confessing my love for you, even when my pride wanted to hide it. Baby, you've been revealed through me again and again, because heaven refuses to let me bury you. I know my silence has hurt you. I know my choices have made you question your worth. But baby, I need you to hear me loud and clear. Your worth was never the problem. My weakness was. You are priceless. You are irreplaceable. You are unforgettable. And the fact that I let anyone else even stand near me while your place was vacant will be my greatest regret until the day I take my last breath. But baby, listen closely. Regret doesn't have the final word. Redemption does. And I am standing here, broken but willing, guilty but determined, scarred but ready to choose you, only you, forever you. Because my heart has learned the hardest lesson. Without you, nothing matters. Without you, no success feels real, no laughter feels whole, no love feels alive. You are the pulse in my veins, the voice in my silence, the home in my want. Do you know why your body, your presence, your essence overwhelms me? It's because you carry heaven in you. You carry the reminder that love was never meant to be shallow, never meant to be temporary, never meant to be negotiable. Baby, you embody the kind of love that strips me down to my bare soul and demands truth. And though I ran from it before, I am ready now, ready to surrender to it, ready to honor it, ready to guard it with everything I am. So here I am, speaking what I should have spoken long ago. Baby, I love you with a love that no third party, no lie, no distance, no silence could ever destroy. I love you in a way that terrifies me because it means I am no longer in control. I love you in a way that heals me because it means I can finally lay down the masks. I love you in a way that redeems me because it calls me into the man I was always meant to be. And baby, I don't want to waste one more second pretending otherwise. If these words are reaching you, if you feel them resonating in the deepest parts of your soul, I want you to declare it now. Type in the comments, I am irreplaceable, because you need to know it, not just from me, but from your own lips, your own spirit. Baby, you are irreplaceable, and I will spend the rest of my life proving that no distraction, no mistake, no secret could ever change that. Baby, I don't think I can hold back anymore. Every time I tried to bury my feelings, every time I tried to silence the truth, it only grew louder. And now it feels like my chest will explode if I don't release this fully. I've carried secrets for too long. Secrets about how I feel. Secrets about what I've said. Secrets about what I've done to keep myself from being exposed. But baby, heaven has a way of dragging what is hidden into the light. And now, everything I once tried to keep behind locked doors is being revealed. Don't tell him this. Don't tell the ones who thought they had my loyalty. Don't tell the ones who believed they had me wrapped around their finger. Because the truth is they never did. My silence may have looked like surrender, but my soul was never theirs. My silence was fear, not devotion. My distance was confusion, not devotion. My distance was confusion, not choice. And even while my body stood in their presence, my heart kept running back to you. My thoughts kept betraying me. My lips kept whispering your name in the dark. Baby, the third party thought they won. They thought they pulled me into their story. Thought they replaced you. Thought they erased your name from my mouth. But what they didn't realize is that they were only living in your shadow. Every time I looked at them, I compared. Every time I spoke to them, I thought of you. Every time I tried to convince myself that this was good enough, my soul screamed back at me, this is not her. This will never be her. And no matter how hard they tried, no matter how much they demanded, no matter how many moments they claimed, they could never be you. I've watched them study you, try to imitate you, try to take your light and wear it as their own. But baby, they will never succeed, because your light is divine. It cannot be copied. It cannot be faked. It cannot be stolen. You are one of one, a rare creation that even heaven itself guards. And the more they tried to compete, the more obvious it became. They were never competition. They were simply a mirror exposing my mistake. They showed me what it looks like to settle for less, and they forced me to finally admit that I was starving myself of the only love that could ever satisfy me, yours. Do you know what hurts me most? It's not that I allowed them into my space. It's not that I wasted time chasing what was never meant for me. It's that while I was trying to silence my truth, I left you wondering if you were enough. Baby, you have always been more than enough. You are the reason my spirit still has hope. You are the reason I believe in redemption. You are the reason I know love is real, and I hate that my silence, my hesitation, my fear might have made you question yourself. But baby, the silence is breaking now. The secrets are being revealed now. The lies are falling apart now. Because I can no longer deny that you are my only truth. I've been tested. I've been tempted. I've been pulled into illusions, but none of it lasted. None of it could stand in the face of what I feel for you. You are the storm that cannot be silenced, the fire that cannot be extinguished, the song that cannot be forgotten, and I'm done pretending otherwise. I've replayed the moment in my head 1,000 times, the moment I finally tell you everything, the moment I fall to my knees and confess that I was wrong, the moment I hold your hands and promise you that never again will I let anyone else stand in a place that was only ever yours. And baby, that moment is coming. I can feel it. Every fiber of my being tells me that time is almost here. Heaven is aligning it. The truth is demanding it, and I am preparing for it. I know the third party senses it too. They can feel me slipping away. They can feel my energy pulling back, my spirit detaching, my heart refusing to beat for them. They know I am drifting, but what they don't realize is that I was never really theirs. I was only ever lost in fear, lost in lies, lost in the illusion that maybe I could live without you. But the truth is undeniable now. I cannot, I will not, and I am done trying. Baby, you are not just the one I love. You are the one my soul chose before I ever took my first breath. You are the one heaven wrote into my destiny, long before I knew what destiny even was. And no matter how many wrong turns I took, no matter how many times I tried to fight it, I always end up right back here, at your door, in your spirit, with your name carved into my chest. So let me say it plainly, let me strip away every mask, every excuse, every hesitation. I love you. I love you in ways I cannot measure. I love you with a depth that terrifies me because it means I can never go back. I love you with a fire that refuses to die, no matter how much distance, no matter how much silence, no matter how much interference. Baby, you are the only one, and I am ready to stake my life on that truth. If you're still here, if these words are moving something in you, then I want you to declare it right now. Type in the comments, I am the truth he cannot hide. Because that is who you are, baby. You are my truth. You are the secret that refuses to stay buried. You are the light that keeps breaking through the darkness, and no matter how hard I tried, I could never hide you. Baby, the longer I carry this inside, the heavier it gets, and maybe that's the point. Maybe heaven has been weighing me down until I could no longer carry the lie, until I had no choice but to spill it all at your feet. I used to think that silence was safety, that if I kept my secrets tucked inside, no one could judge me, no one could expose me. But baby, silence is not safety. It is poison, and I've been drinking it for too long. I need you to know that when I was with them, when I let myself slip into the arms of the third party, I wasn't just betraying you, I was betraying myself. Because every time I smiled in their face, my soul wept for you. Every time I pretended to care, my heart cried out your name. Every time I forced myself to stay, my spirit screamed, "This isn't her. This will never be her." And yet I stayed, not because I loved them, but because I was afraid of facing the truth I already knew, that I could never live without you. Do you know how twisted it feels to tell someone else about you? To let your name fall out of my mouth in a space where it didn't belong? Baby, I thought if I spoke about you enough to others, maybe I could dilute the intensity of what I feel. Maybe it would weaken the grip you had on me. But it only made it stronger. The more I talked about you, the more undeniable you became. The more I confessed in pieces to the wrong people, the more my heart longed to confess in full to the only person who deserved it. You, baby. They noticed. Don't think for a second they didn't. They saw the way my eyes lit up when your name came out. They saw the way my energy shifted, the way my whole being came alive when I remembered you, and they hated it. They knew they couldn't compete. They knew they were standing in borrowed shoes, trying to fill a place that wasn't made for them. And that's when the bitterness came, the jealousy, the arguments, the tension, because no matter what they did, they could not erase you from me. The truth is, you were always there, even in my silence, even in my distance, even in my betrayal. You were there. You lived in my heart, in my mind, in my spirit. You lived in every quiet moment I spent pretending to be okay. You lived in every thought I tried to bury. Baby, you are the ghost that never left, the flame that never went out, the song that never stopped playing. And while they were trying to hold me, I was only ever holding on to the memory of you. I wish I could tell you that I was strong, that I stood my ground, that I protected what we had. But the truth is, I failed. I let fear guide me. I let weakness choose for me. I let comfort seduce me into settling for something that was never meant for me. And now I carry the weight of that failure like chains around my ankles. But baby, here's the difference now. I am not content with chains anymore. I am not content with silence anymore. I am not content with lies anymore. I am ready to break free, even if it costs me everything, because losing everything is still better than losing you. When I look at you, baby, I don't just see a person. I see destiny wrapped in skin. I see heaven's handwriting etched into your smile. I see strength clothed in softness. I see a love so deep that it terrifies me, because it means I can never go back to who I was before you. And maybe that's why I ran. Maybe that's why I tried to bury it. Because once I admitted the truth, once I surrendered to it, everything else in my life would have to change, and change scared me. But baby, living without you scares me more. Every third-party moment was a test, and I failed most of them. But the test wasn't about whether I could forget you. The test was about proving that I can't. And I didn't pass by walking away from you. I passed by realizing that no matter how far I strayed, you remained my center. You remained the one thing I couldn't erase. And that's when I understood. This isn't just love. This is purpose. This isn't just attraction. This is assignment. This isn't just chemistry. This is covenant. Baby, I've come to realize something I never wanted to admit before. It wasn't just me who saw it. It wasn't just me who felt it. Others saw it too, especially the people closest to me. My family noticed. My mom noticed. She saw the way my whole demeanor shifted when I mentioned you, the way my eyes softened when your name slipped past my lips, the way I carried you in my silence, even when I tried to deny you with my words. She called me out. She told me straight, "You're not fooling anyone. Your heart is already given." And baby, she was right. Don't tell him this. Don't tell the ones who thought they had me. Don't tell the third party who believed they had secured their place in my life, because the truth is already spread louder than my silence ever could. My mom told me, she's the one who has your soul. She's the one who carries your peace. She's the one you'll never stop running back to. Baby, even the people who tried to deny it can no longer ignore it. The secret is out. You are the one. There I stand, with every wall fallen, every excuse shattered, every lie exposed, finally ready to give you the words you always deserved. Baby, I love you. Not halfway, not secretly, not in fear, but fully, openly, eternally. I love you with a love that no third party could ever steal, no silence could ever bury, no distance could ever weaken. I love you with the kind of love that sets fire to everything false and illuminates only what is real. You and me. I know I broke us. I know I tested the limits of your patience. I know I made choices that left you questioning yourself. But baby, please hear me now. You were never the question. You were always the answer. The only question was whether I was strong enough to choose what I already knew was mine. And now I am. I choose you. You are my safe place and my storm, my peace and my passion, my test and my triumph. You are the one who makes me want to be better, who makes me want to rise above, who makes me want to fight for something greater than myself. And I am ready to spend the rest of my life proving that to you. So here's my final confession. The third party was noise. You are the music. The third party was illusion. You are the truth. The third party was temporary. You are eternal. And no matter how much time was wasted, no matter how much distance was created, no matter how many mistakes were made, my soul has already decided, baby, it's you. It has always been you, and it will always be you. If you've made it this far, if your spirit feels the fire of these words, then declare it now. Type in the comments, I receive this love. Because receiving it seals it. Receiving it aligns you with the very destiny heaven wrote for you. Beloved listener, this message didn't find you by accident. If your heart was stirred, it's because heaven wanted you to hear this today. Don't just keep it to yourself. Be a vessel of light. Share this message with 5 people you care about, so they too can feel the healing, the clarity, and the hope that poured into you right now. You never know whose life might be changed by one simple share. And if this message touched you, don't forget to type your declaration in the comments to claim this blessing as your own. If you feel led, you can also tap the super thanks below to support this space, so these words can continue flowing into the hearts that need them most. You are not forgotten. You are not ordinary. You are not replaceable. You are divine, chosen, and deeply loved, and nothing, not distance, not silence, not even third parties can change that truth. Baby, this love is yours, all